Hello, welcome to episode 6 of our mechanics of deformable bodies. Now, so in this episode, let's have situation number 6. A cylinder is supported as shown in the figure. Neglect friction and the weight of bar AB. If the weight of the cylinder is 5,500 newtons and working stress of the cable BC is 50 megapascals, calculate the safe diameter in millimeters of the cable. All right, so yun muna sagutin natin. So una sa lahat, we have to recognize that the structure consists of a cylinder being supported by this vertical wall and then this strut AB, no? Or bar AB, no? And then the bar AB is supported by hinge at point A and then by a cable, horizontal cable, running from B to C. Okay? So, ibig sabihin ganito, pagka may bigat yung cylinder, pwede itong bumagsak ng paganyan. So, para ma-avoid yun, merong tulong na tension yung cable, no? So, the best analysis here would be to draw the free body diagram of both um, the cylinder and then also the bar AB, no? So, doon muna tayo sa cylinder. So, FBD ng cylinder. So, we will have, let's say, ito yung cylinder. Okay? So, of course, yung cylinder, ito yung center niya, nandyan yung weight niya. Okay? Tapos sa contact na to, no, meron diyang horizontal force, normal force. So, tawagin naman natin na N1. Okay? Tapos, dito sa contact na to, meron ding another normal force. So, let's say ito yun. Okay? Tawagin naman natin na yan ay N2. Okay? And neglect friction. So, wala tayong friction sa surface na ito at sa surface na ito. So, walang frictional force. So, bali normal forces lang. Anyway, of course, we can create relations dyan, no? Pero mamaya na. Lipat muna tayo sa free body diagram nung bar AB. So for bar AB, let's say ito naman yon. Kunwari, ito yung bar AB. Ito na lang. Okay. So this is for FBD nung AB. Okay. So doon sa point A, ito yung B. So doon sa point A, meron tayo syempre dyan na reaction, no, ng support. So tawagin natin na AY and then AX. So assume lang yung directions na yan. And then dun sa top, sa B, meron tayong tension sa cable. So meron tayong, tawagin ko na lang na tension T. Okay? And what else? And then, of course, dito sa contact surface na ito, ayan. So let's say ito yon. So meron doon matatransmit na normal reaction N2. So ito naman yon. Okay? Perpendicular dun sa surface of contact. Tapos ang sukat nito ay 4 meters. So ito ay 4 meters. And 6 meters. Okay? And then, ang tinatanong, ano daw yung safe diameter? So, bali-bali ang goal natin dito sa number 1, malaman natin kung ano ba yung tension na nag-a-act dun sa cable para ma-design natin kung ano yung safe diameter given yung working stress. Okay? So, to do that, we need to first relate etong tension na ito dun sa weight ng cylinder. Kasi given yung weight ng cylinder. So, for number one, yung weight ng cylinder is 5,500 newtons. Tapos given din yung working stress ng cable BC, which is 50 megapascal. So di ba para ma-design yan, kailangan lang yung actual stress sa BC, bali ito yung allowable, ay hindi lalagpas dun sa 50 megapascals na allowable. Okay? Tapos yung stress sa BC is simply yung tension force divided by yung area ng cable. Should not exceed yung 50 megapascal. So kapag meron tayo nung tension, masosolve natin yung area. Okay? So syempre yung area, yung tension will be dependent on the weight of the cylinder. So as you can see dun sa FBD ng AB, pag nag-moment tayo sa A, kuha na natin yung T provided na meron tayong N2. Ano? Kaya lang wala pa tayong N2. Saan manggagaling ito? Manggagaling yan dun sa FBD ng cylinder. Bali dun sa cylinder, hanapin muna natin M2 from W. Okay? Pero bago yon, kailangan nating malaman kung ano yung slope netong force na ito or netong force na ito. Okay? Kasi pag nag-summation tayo ng forces, kailangan natin i-component. Ano? Para ma-compute yun, well, we know that this force should be perpendicular to this line. And this line or this bar, meron na tayong given dyan na dimension. No? Ito ay 6, kasi ito ay 10. So, ibig sabihin, kapag kinompute natin yan, ito ay magiging 8 using Pythagorean theorem. Okay? Kasi this is going to be a 6, 8, 10 na right triangle. Ano? And because of that, we can say that the slope of this bar will be 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. No? Or you can also calculate the angle here kung gusto mo. Pwede rin naman. O di kayo angle dito. Pwede naman, no? Kaya lang, I just prefer yung slope. So ngayon, kung ang slope nitong line na ito ay 3, 4, 5, then it turns out na yung slope nitong perpendicular line is just magbabaliktad lang. So magiging 4 horizontal, 3 vertical, tapos 5. So ibig sabihin, ganun din ito. 3 vertical, 4 horizontal, tapos 5. Okay? And from there, going back to the FBD of the cylinder, we know that kapag frictionless, lahat ng forces niyan mag-act through the center of the cylinder. So this simplifies into a non-concurrent system. So from the FBD of the cylinder, we will take summation of forces y is equal to 0. Let's assume upward positive. So that we can relate yung weight dun sa normal force, N2. And then, kaya ko napili na Y kasi yung N1 na unknown is sa horizontal. So, para lang mawala yun. So, we will have downward yung weight, tapos upward yung Y component ng N2, which is 3 over 5. So, here, lalabas na yung N2 is just 5 over 3 of the weight. Okay, pwede nyo na isolve yan kasi meron namang value yung W. Pero I just want to make it variables for now kasi kung titingnan nyo yung mga questions sa susunod, parang babalik-balik na rin niya yung tanong eh. So para lang meron na tayong nakaset up na equations. Alright, so now that we have N2, so going back naman sa FBD ng AB, from FBD of AB, we will take summation of moment at A equals to 0 assuming counterclockwise to be positive. And looking at this diagram, mapapansin nyo na we will have yung rotation produced by N2, no? Will be clockwise, so negative. At ang moment arm ng N2, no need to component kasi meron tayo nitong 4 na perpendicular distance niya. Okay? And then we have also T. So yung T naman, ito yung force T. Ang rotation na ipoproduce niya is counterclockwise, so that's why this is plus. And then the moment arm will be, itong distance na ito. Ito. Which is, from the figure, yun yung 8. Okay? So times 8 equals 0. So therefore, yung tension will just be equal to, so pag sinolve natin yan algebraically, magiging negative, or should I say positive, kapag tinranspose N2 times 4, tapos divide mo ng 8, magiging N2 over 2. Okay? And what is N2? So di ba ang N2 ay 3 over 5 W, so 1 half of, rather 5 over 3 W. So that means yung tension is related sa weight ng cylinder via 5 over 6 W. Okay? So therefore, makakompute na natin yung tension sa cable kapag ang weight ng cylinder ay 5,500. So this will tell us, for number 1, no, that the tension in the cable will be 5 over 6 ng time 5,500. So that gives us 4583.33. newtons. Okay? So now that we have the tension, we can now define. Ito na. We can now apply this. So sabi natin kanina, no? Okay, so sabi natin kanina, yung actual stress should not exceed yung working stress na 50. So now that we know the tension in the cable, so lumalabas this is 4583.33 newtons over yung area ng cable, we assume circular kasi diameter yung tinatanong. So pi over 4 times diameter squared should not exceed 50 megapascals. So, ito dapat ay naka-newtons, ito ay naka-millimeter squared. So, para maging megapascal, which is tama naman, no? So, we just need to solve for the diameter. So, kapag sinolve natin yung diameter, i-cross-multiply natin yung diameter sa kabila, tapos di-divide natin ng 50, tapos sabay square root. So, magiging ganito, 4583.33 over pi over 4, ibababa ko yung 50, kumbaga, di-divide natin yung 50, ayan. Tapos, kumbaga, nandito na yung diameter squared. Tapos, i-apply natin yung square root. So, burahin natin to, tapos square root. Ayan. Okay? So that we can determine ano yung minimum diameter na kailangan. So, lumalabas, kapag binaliktad natin, yung diameter ng cable should be greater than or equal, no? Kasi pag binaliktad mo, magbabaliktad din yung um, inequality sign, no? So, pi over 4 times 50. Okay, and that gives us 10.8 millimeters. So, 10.8 millimeters. So, yun yung minimum na diameter para hindi siya masira kapag yung weight ng cylinder ay 5,500. So, ibig sabihin, if you look at the choices, naka-whole number kasi, so it is safe to round this up to 11. Ayan. So, our answer would be 11 for number 1. Next, if the area of the cable BC is 100 millimeters squared and the working stress is also 50 megapascal, calculate the maximum mass of the cylinder. So ito baliktad naman, binigay na yung area, binigay na yung working stress, pinapahanap naman kung ano yung mass ng cylinder. So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? It's much better that gawa lang tayo ng relationship. So ito na yung relationship natin. Yan yung magiging tension sa cable kapag ang weight ng cylinder ay double. So this time, baliktad. We will solve for the weight. Okay? So, this is for number 2, no? Ito na lang. Number 2. Um, yung area ng BC is 100 millimeter squared. So, from here, tapos ang working stress naman ng BC, allowable, is 50. So, hindi ba dito, we can define yung allowable tension. Okay? And that is what? So, di ba, stress is equal to force over area. So, therefore, yung force ay stress times area. So, multiply lang natin ito, no? So, 50 times 100. And that gives us 5,000 newtons. So, hindi dapat lalagpas ng 5,000 newtons yung tension sa cable para maging safe uh, yung system natin against equilibrium or against instability. So, now, from earlier, we know that the tension is equal to 5 over 6 ng weight. So, this is the actual tension. 5 over 6 ng weight ng cylinder. So, ibig sabihin, yung weight ng cylinder is 5 over 6 ng tension. Okay? And once again, yung actual tension should not exceed. No, dapat mas maliit siya doon sa allowable na 5,000. Okay? And since we know that the weight, or should I say, ano na lang, wag na lang natin to gawin. Huwag na natin yung gawin. So, since we know that the tension is 5 over 6 ng W, so we will just substitute. So, magiging 5 over 6 of W should not exceed 5,000 newtons. So, therefore, the weight of the cylinder should not exceed 5,000 times 6 over 5 should not exceed 6,000 newtons. Ayan. Okay? Kaya lang, ang tinatanong niya sa atin, mass, no? So, naka-kilogram. So, madali lang naman yon. So, it follows that the mass of the cylinder should not exceed. Ano nga ulit yung relationship niyan? Di ba, ang weight ay mass times gravity. So, ibig sabihin, yung mass ay weight over gravity. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, divide lang natin itong 6,000 ng 9.81 para maging kilogram. So, the mass should not exceed 611.62 kilograms. Okay? And that is letter A. Last question. If the weight of the cylinder is 3,500, calculate the required diameter of the pin at A, o the required diameter nito. Assume it is connected on single shear and the allowable pin shear stress is 200 megapascal. So this time, kailangan natin i-analyze naman itong member na ito. I mean, itong connection na ito. No? So single shear lang daw ha. Okay? Tapos given din yung allowable shear stress ng P. So to calculate, first, kailangan natin malaman ano yung AX at saka AY. Okay? And to solve that, we can just rely on FBD nito. I'll just copy this. So this is for number 3. Yung FBD natin. Tapos kopyahin ko na lang din yung relationship nung tension doon sa weight. Tapos pati na rin yung relationship ng N2 dun sa weight. Kasi gusto ko in terms of weight lahat. Sana yung N2. Ito, N2 is 5/3 ng weight. Again, that's the advantage no, of creating equations rather than substituting everything right away. Okay, para hindi ka uulit. Now, to solve for AY and AX. So basically, alam na natin yung magiging values na to since given naman yung weight ng sa number 3. This is 3,500 newtons daw sa number 3. Okay? 3,500 newtons given in the problem. So, bali, makukumpit na natin yung tension tsaka N2. So, 5/6 ng 3,500 gives us 2,916.67 newtons. And then, yung isa, times 5/3. That gives us 5,833.33. Okay, so now that we have those, kumpitin na natin AX and AY. Here, we can just choose to take summation of forces. No? Let's do summation of forces. X muna is equal to 0, assuming to the right positive. So, AX, inassume ko na to the right. Tapos yung N2, ang component niyan ay to the right, which is N2 times 4/5. And then yung T, minus T. Okay, all equal to 0. So therefore, we can calculate for AX. Gawin ko tong A, yung tension. Gawin natin B yung N2. Okay, so pag tinranspose, positive na yung T, yung N2 naman yung magne-negative. Okay, and that gives us negative 1,750. So the negative sign here simply means na baliktad yung direction ka ng AX. Dapat pala to the left. No? Anyway, let's do summation of forces Y is equal to 0, assuming upward is positive. We will have AY, tapos downward na component ng N2, negative N2 times 3/5. Tapos wala namang downward na component yung T, so ito na yun. So therefore, AY is just N2 times 3/5. So yung N2 ko nilagay ko dito. So that gives me 3,500. Okay? So take note, ang dinidesign natin is yung pin sa A. So yung pin sa A, bali ito yun. Ano nandyan. Ang kailangan natin dyan is yung resultant. Neto. RA. Kaya kailangan natin yung RA. Kasi yun yung ano, itutulak doon sa connection. So, kapag dinignan kasi natin yung connection dito sa side view, yung pin dyan, parang ganito yung itsura niyan. Kapag tinignan mo dito ha, kapag dito ka nakatingin, kapag dyan ka nakatingin, ang makikita mo, dahil single shear, ay ganito. Okay, tapos ito yung member. Ayan. So, merong connection. Connected sila via pin. Ganyan. So, ganyan yung makikita natin kapag doon tayo nakatingin. Okay, tapos ang nag-act dyan na force, itong RA. Okay? So, kailangan natin malaman ano ba yung required diameter dito. Okay? So, yung RA, madali na naman computein. That is just the square root of AX squared plus AY squared. Square root of 3,500 squared plus 1,750 squared. So, that gives us 3,913.12 newtons. Tapos, so yun na yung mag-act na force doon sa pin. Tapos yung allowable shear stress ng pin, sabi sa problem, is 200 megapascal. And ang idea, yung allowable ay yung actual shear stress ay dapat na equal sa ano yan, equal sa RA over area ng pin ay dapat hindi lalagpas doon sa allowable na equal sa 200. Okay? So ngayon, ganun ulit, ang RA natin ay 3913.12 over ang area ng pin since siya ay circular. So pi over 4 diameter ng pin square tapos single shear lang kaya walang times 2. Okay? And that should not exceed 200. So once again, kapag in-cross multiply natin ito doon tapos apply square root, so maging ganito ang itsura. Okay, and then apply square root para matanggal yung squared. So, pag binaliktad, yung required diameter ng pin is should be greater than or equal to okay, 4.99 mm. Okay? Or we can just round that up to 5 millimeters. So, meaning, ang sagot natin for number 3 would be 5 millimeters. Okay? And that's how we solve this particular problem. All right? So, thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next video.